regurgitating all of that, I think probably might be best use of your time if I just answer any of your questions.
Any questions at this point from any of the board members? You know, I think that we have received a lot of information today, obviously, and have not had a lot of opportunity or time to review and digest all this information. So I'm sure we will have questions. I don't know that we have all of them formulated at this point. But, you know, I for one would like to certainly explore these issues, these findings further in perhaps our meeting next month. I know we will probably need to spend a lot more time discussing this. In addition to that, you know, I personally, knowing that we haven't really heard from you, not at your fault or ours, but we have not heard from you on the project directly to hear, you know, exactly where we're at and what's going on with the project. So, you know, I feel like there's a lot more that we would like to have you come back and address and talk through with the board and make a presentation on. Would that be fair to say for other board members? So I don't know if any of the board has any questions at this point on the information we've been presented, either from Travis or from Clifton Larson Allen. Dottie.
I do have one comment, and because I want to be sure that we're not left with the wrong impression here, but I want to be clear that the contract with Continuum was a draw request contract, correct? It was not a reimbursement.
No, and I believe that the contract was, at least there were changes to the contract that were acquiesced to month by month by this board with the monthly presentations. And you cannot fully understand the meeting of the minds between the two parties, Continuum Labs and the IDA, without fully comprehending each monthly presentation.
And we gave the last draw request was in January, correct?
Yes.
That's when the last money was received, which paid what we were obligated to pay.
Yes.
But our actual contract date was through June. So in expenses that were incurred from January, after January, February through June, he had expenses that he had to pay, correct?
Yes.
Well,
So,
and even to date.
yes, and all the way up to date, because, yeah, I'm just trying to get to the contract end date. So, in my mind, I'm just trying to think it through. If there were some discrepancies, since the contract runs through June, he's had expenses well over and above that discrepancy number that I heard. Now, I know we're going to ask for a final reconciliation, but I'm just trying to clear it in my mind before we leave here today, and to hope we clear it by stating this in others' minds. But is that not correct?
As of Travis, how much money above the $7.25 million do you estimate, cash and other contributions into this project?
To date, we're probably close to $11 million totally spent on the project.
So there's about 4 above the IDA's 7.25.
About, yes.